Good morning, lovelies. So, before I got distracted by all the flock fabric, I originally went into the store to get this linen fabric. Originally, I'd gone in to look at some of their well, a different color. It was a herringbone linen, but when I got in there, it was kind of sheer, and I didn't want sheer, so I was looking around and I found this really nice black linen that's definitely a bottom weight. And I got 4 yards, which is enough to do a pair of pants and a pair of shorts. Now, I have to admit, I am not the biggest fan of shorts. I don't like my knees. It's just, everyone has that one part of themselves that they absolutely kind of detest seeing. For me, it's my knees. I like to have them covered as much as possible. But I thought this shorts pattern would work really well. So the pattern I used for both the pants and the shorts is this one, which is Vogue 1815. This is one of their newer patterns. I think it came out last season for their fall-winter collection. And I was kind of in love with it because it is very reminiscent of something you might have seen like late 1940s, early 1950s. The pants take about 1.5 yards of 60-inch wide fabric, and they are very comfortable. You'll see them at the end of the video. They're very comfortable to move in. They fit rather well, but pants is something that you kind of just have to hunt around and find that one pattern that really fits and then hang on to it, because finding another one is kind of hard. So yes, I used black linen, and then I used this is considered an easy pattern, by the way. I used black linen, and then I used black buttons and black thread, and yeah, it was just a lot of black. You will see them at the end of the video again. I did not do the bottom of the pants hem on machine. I ended up turning them under 1/4 of an inch and then flipping them up 1 inch and then sewing them down by hand, simply because I wanted to do a little bit of hand seaming. I did French seam, and then what I did was I tried to press down as much as I could on the seams I could. I sewed them down because I want this pair to, you know, kind of last and work well for a while. But yes, so that is the pants. So I hope you enjoy watching the video. Please feel free to comment down below. I will see you all next time. Okay, so here I am following the similar pattern, following the exact steps that I did to do the shorts because they fit. So I went ahead and started the shorts. Well, pants. So I finished the seams the same way. I did the darts the same way. I basically did everything the same way, except with the longer version, meaning I had to mark the pleats better so that they would turn out as a pant and relatively straight. I did learn from the front that if you're going to do this pattern that you need to make sure to get the fly all the way over the placket, because that helps it fit better and helps to keep everything aligned better. Doing the stitching, basting down the line of the front does help a lot when you are pressing it, because it gives a spot where the fabric naturally wants to do something with. I will say that if you are doing this crotch seam, you will want to do the 5/8 inch seam allowance twice, simply to give it a little more strength and durability, because this is the part of the fabric that's probably going to get the most wear, as well as fight you the most about getting everything done. Excuse me. So I would advise doing the sewing of this seam twice, as well as turning under the seam allowance and zigzagging over. Basically, anything you can do to reinforce this fabric, do it. I am also fighting with the weight of the pants because they are trying to slide down on me. These are kind of ridiculously wide, fun pants. They remind me a lot of like bell bottoms, like the first real bell bottoms, as well as sailor pants from the 1940s, except wide. They're kind of ridiculous. They've got a circumference of like, I don't know, they're like 3 feet around the bottom. They're kind of ridiculous, but awesome. You will see that at the end of the video. They are wide and they are fun. They're fun to wear. They make me smile. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I just realized that I hadn't turned the volume off of this clip, and it was kind of funny because I was talking while I was doing it. So it was a very squeaky sound. So, yes. Again, I'm pinning the fly. This is where the buttonholes will sit. The placket is where the buttons sit. So, all these buttonholes are functional. Well, I say all, except I had to sew one of the buttonholes on my shorts closed because it just the button wouldn't fit through, so I just sewed the button on top of it. It worked-ish. Which is why I did the shorts first, so that I'd learned from my mistakes before I did the rest of the pants. So that those 2 lines on the pants are where I've done my stay stitching, well, basting stitches. So placket's done. Now I'm sewing up the side seam again with French seams. These seams I could not sew down, so I just kind of left them. I may go back through and finish them off by doing like a running stitch or a back stitch along that edge to help reinforce that seam. Other than that, it is literally the same as doing the shorts, except long version. These are a very easy pattern to follow. You just have to remember to do a lot of finishing yourself because it won't keep reminding you to finish your seams. They kind of expect you to know that if you're to the step of making pants. I did finish the bottoms off by hand, which is I turned it a 1/4 inch seam, 1/4 inch in, and then marked 2 inches up from that so that I would have an inch and a 1/4 seam allowance, hem allowance. Well, and then when I first had it pinned, I tried it on and made sure the hem would, sit where I wanted it to. And it sits just about perfectly so that I can wear any type of shoe and that looks nice with it. So yeah, here I'm doing my seam allowance. I've already turned it a 1/4 inch in, and I'm just marking 2 inches up. And this white chalk pencil does make it a little bit easier because it just kind of disappears as you work with the fabric. And here are my pants. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I tried to pass along what I knew or learned. As you see, they are kind of ridiculously wide, but they do make my waist look smaller, so I am not going to complain at all. I hope you all will have a good day, and I will see you all next time.